He's doing it.
Chris Paul, unfortunately, with just 4 points in this one, tying a career playoff low. The last time he did so, April of 2009, when he played in New Orleans. Here's at the podium.
Tonight's game. What answers are you like, we have to find the answer to this or that?
Let me look at the sheet. I mean, just from playing, you know, they were the aggressor tonight. You know what I mean? They came out. They made all the big plays. Probably out-rebounded us again. Yep, 48-39. You know what I mean? They just give them a lot of credit. They play well.
I know, obviously, we know you don't like the hunt shots, but it just seemed like you weren't as aggressive. Is everything good with you health-wise?
Yeah, that's on me. I'll be better game 5. Gotta be. You know what I mean? We'll look at the film, figure it out, be better next game.
And then the physicality, that was like a key word Willie said from the jump, that they had to win that battle. Just maybe you could just speak to how physical it's getting, because guys are getting knocked down, you and Herbert Jones, I could go on and on.
It's like the old NBA, ain't it? You know, I asked one of the refs one time, I said, we playing the old NBA or the new NBA? I was fortunate enough to play in both of them, you know what I mean? So we just got to figure out which one it's going to be, you know what I mean? And regardless, you know, whatever it is, we got to be able to adjust early in the game and figure it out, play better.
When you mentioned the free throw discrepancy, was there anything that you were seeing with that aspect of the game?
What was it?
42 to 15 attempts, you know.
Oh.
32 something makes.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but we got to be better.
With the three-point shooting, is that, again, the situation you just keep letting them fly and hopefully they'll start to go down? I think it was 5 or 7 for 27.
Yeah, usually, you know, they say the averages even out at some point. You know, we got to keep taking them. We getting great looks, and we'll see what happens.
Chris, you guys have been a group all year that's been able to stabilize really at any moment, but what is it about this Pelicans group that doesn't allow you guys to do that at times?
Allow us to do what?
To stabilize in moments when you want to find that stability, cutting a lead down, getting a lead back.
Excuse me. They've been doing a good job with anytime we make a run, they get to the free throw line. You know, they find a way, you know what I mean? So, excuse me, we gotta do better to figure out how to not let them get in the bonus so early and keep them off the free throw line.
Chris, what do you think is happening in the fourth quarter, or third quarter? They've outscored you in all 4 games, I think, by an average of 11.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, we talk about it going into the game, us as a team and all that we got to be better in the third quarter. So, I don't know. I remember the home game, they got in the bonus real quick in the third quarter. And I think a lot of coaches and teams, they always try to say that, they made more free throws than we attempted. You know what I mean? So that's probably a plus for them.
Chris, you could probably make a documentary, just a little mini doc on you and Alvarado. What do you make of him?
He's a good kid, man. He plays hard. Yeah, he plays hard. He found a way to, you know, get here in the league, and he plays hard. He's a really good energy guy. You know what I mean? So. Yep.
DeAndre Ayton added 23 and 8. Here he is.
When you look at that box score, what immediately jumps out to you?
Rebounds. He was fouling. Those 2 things really. I think that third quarter. Going into the third quarter, we was trading baskets, and then we just started fouling. They started collecting calls because they were aggressive, but we just kept fouling, and them dudes had momentum, and they realized that they were in the bonus early, so they did what any team would do, you know, attack, you know, and be aggressive and finish, and, you know, they was getting their calls.
Bonnie, obviously, he talked about the free throw disparity. He's like, he just couldn't ignore it. He's like, he's seeing the number of attempts that they had. And I know you've talked about that you guys maybe don't get calls. And so how do you balance that whole idea of playing physical, not fouling, and trying to get to the line?
I mean, it was kind of weird. Like, I mean, with the physicality, I don't know, it just felt like we couldn't do like how we did it in Game 3, you know, with the physicality of the game, and you know, it made us let up a little bit on being aggressive to where it's the to where it's the legal physicality, and I think that's what got us, because we started to figure that out a little bit too late. You know, dudes was crashing. I think they had like 20 offensive boards, and you know, they hit first, man. Them dudes they played hard. They wanted it more. That's just plain and simple.
Last thing I had was you've talked about we've been here before. We've been here before. How important is that going back home for Game 5?
Oh, it's very important. You know, played against the Lakers last playoffs, and you know, the same hype and the same energy that the crowd had, and you know, everybody just making up stuff for how the series would go. It's like we ignore all of that, and we stay the course. It's the playoffs. Like, you know, I mean, everybody's good. Like, I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. Like, you know, play hard and may the best team win. We're not really overwhelming ourselves with that. You know, pat on their backs for playing hard, but you know, this is the series and this is the playoffs, so we just gotta get back home, get back on our feet, and you know what I'm saying, just handle our business at home.
With that third quarter discrepancy, is there anything that kind of stands out to you in this series as far as, you know, how that keeps happening?
Yeah, fouling and offensive rebounding, them second chance buckets, those are momentum shifters. You know, and them dudes get a second chance after guard in 20 seconds in or 18 seconds in, and again another chance. It could put a little deflation in your defense, and that happened a little bit too many times today. So, I mean, just stuff like that we got to pick back up on, and you know, just be aware of the physicality and know you got to find the body.
Monty was talking about with a physical guy like Jonas, you know, it's all about the team defense. What was he able to do tonight more effectively than the last game?
Yeah, it was weird how they were playing him. I think he wasn't out there as much as with me matching the minutes, like how the series been going at the beginning of the time. So, I mean, yeah, it was just I was barely out there sometimes to where I could really like feel what he's doing. Only in the crunch time where he was getting to the line already in the bonus, he was finishing at the line. But I'd say he was all over the glass like how he was in Game 1. You know, just getting those tip outs. We just got to make sure we handle him and just take him out completely. That's about it.
DA, when a team plays as physically as they do, what's the challenge in not necessarily matching the physicality, but knowing the right level that you can take it to?
Yeah, no, that I mean, that's a question mark that we had on today. The legal physicality of the game. I mean, I think we tried to figure that out a little too late, but I think we should just come out and just do like how we did Game 1 and Game 3, just go all out and just play Suns basketball, man. Not worried about the refs, and you know, just play basketball. It's plain and simple. Play hard and, you know, give up second efforts.
We know Devin is doing all he can to get back. Can you even have that in your head that he's going to play next game or no?
I mean, I just want my dude to be healthy and ready to go. We trust him. We know he's handling business. We see him handling business every day. But I would just love for him to be, you know, in great shape when he get out there, super healthy, and you know, just get this thing back to our norm. But until then, it's the next man up. Nothing's changed. We're not second guessing anything or any lineups we put out there. We stick to how we play, and we play together. Thank you. All right, now see y'all.